Hey everybody, it's Brenna again, and today I'm working on, I don't really know what to call it, like my planning board. My book is coming out in November, and I was watching a video a few days ago. I can't pronounce her last name, but her name's Bethany, and she's an indie author here, and she has a AuthorTube channel as well, and she was doing, it was an old video of hers, and it was a planning board for the upcoming release of her book. She was planning all the things that she needs to do before the book comes out, and she was doing 3 or 4 months in advance. And so she was doing hers on like a throwaway, like just like a big, not the or not cardboard, but like a thicker, like that plasticky, craft board. And I was like, well, I have a dry erase board that I'm not. That's my cat was jumping on the table. I have a dry erase board that I'm not using, so why not just use it? So I have some washi tape that I bought at Target. It's yeah, can you see it? I see people doing this to get things in focus. And is it in focus? Yeah, it's close enough. It's spacey, it's purples and stuff. And then I have another one that's just solid black. And I was gonna try and do a planning board for all the stuff that I need to get done, because I have the first 3 books that in my series written. Well, it's more like the first 2 books in a series, and then the 3rd one is like a companion that's featuring a character that's in the series, but it's all the same world. So I'm planning to release them about every 2 or 3 months, probably 3, possibly 4, but I need to get the edits done for the 2nd and 3rd book as well. And then Nano's coming in November, which is when I'm planning to write my 3rd book in the series. So I figure I need to get started with all the stuff that I need to do, because I keep forgetting to get it done. So that's what I'm going to do today, is I'm going to work on this board. So here's fingers crossed that I can get it done. So let's just jump right into it.
Over the hills and far from wide, she's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side.
washi tape. I guess I should have done the big ones in a wider one, because now the only color left that I have is gold and the little skinny one. So, and these came as a pack, so I can't just buy the one color again. So, we'll make do, right? We'll just make do. It's fine. Everything's fine. Every other color then? Okay, so I got this far, and I've realized, as you can see, I ran out of tape. I have a little bit, I have some gold left, but I was trying to make them all look the same, because it's like a dark purple and gold. And I've got plenty of the thicker ones, but I don't have very many that are thin. So I'm going to have to go to the store and see if I can find any more that are thin. So this is paused until I can hopefully find some more washi tape that is thin to finish this. Okay? So I'll be right back. So I'm back. It has been a day. Just one day. I did go looking for more washi tape, and I couldn't find any. And I didn't want to wait, several days to go and order some off of Amazon, and I didn't feel like driving to the next town over to get to find a Hobby Lobby that might have some. So I finished my board last night. I had found black washi tape, but it was a wider, so I had to physically cut it all in half and then place it, which is why I didn't record that, because it took a while. But I've got my board pretty much done. I've already numbered everything. I've already numbered all the months. I've got September, October, November, and December. So I'll show you what it looks like. Oh. Can you see that, or is it too good enough? So now I'm going to put all of my dates on here. I don't necessarily need December, but I am trying to not rapid release my books. Like I said before, I have 3 written, but I plan to release them about every 3 or 4 months. I'm planning to release the first book on November 17th, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to write with the dry erase markers. The video that I watched, which I will link down below, that creator, she uses post-it notes. I have some post-it notes, but I don't have that many post-it notes. So I'm going to use just dry erase markers, and I'm going to do, let me think. We'll do blue for the release day because I like blue. So we'll go ahead and write it on here. Ta-da! Release day. The other things is just deadlines for what I need to get done. I have this. It's by Enchanted Publishing. Natalia Lee is the creator, and she had this available to download. I think it was a free download from her website, and it's a whole checklist of everything that she suggests you may need to do before you release your book. I'm not going to follow like 100% because some of the stuff I'm not doing, or I have already done. Some things I need to still do. So if I do my release day here, I'm getting book covers made, and I'm not going to be getting the first book cover until October 13th is their deadline to get it to me. So I'm going to put that in pink. So October 13th, it's down here. Okay, so the cover for book 1. And then I have to send in the, not the application, but the sheet that tells them what I want the cover to look like and what it has to say on the outside and everything. That is due to them on October 26th. So I'll write that one down. And then November 10th is the next cover. So those are kind of set in stone. I need to get my proofs sent to them, or my copies of what I want the covers to look like sent to them by those days. But right now, today is the 24th. This is today. And it is the 24th of September. So I'm really looking forward to getting my cover. I plan to do a video where I'm unboxing it and releasing the cover and stuff. Well, releasing the cover once I've finalized it, and then I do plan to order proofs, so I'll do an unboxing for that. But to order the proofs, I first need the book cover, and I don't even know if the book cover is going to be exactly right, because that's the day that they give me their first version, and if I say yes, that's good, then they will they have so long to send me, an invoice for it, and then once I pay for it, then they send it within, like 24 or 48 hours. So I don't even know for sure when I'm going to get the book cover. But I'm going to put on here that I need to order my proofs with the right book cover once everything has been formatted, which I've already formatted the book. the entire book is literally sitting on my computer, is ready to go. The only thing I need is the cover. But the company I wanted to use, I'm using More Cover Designs, and they did a cover for Natalia Lee, and they've done some covers for Becca C. Smith and Hannah McCord. And I liked the look of their covers, and I went on their website, and I liked what they had on there, so that was what I picked. And they also had a, good pricing, competitive pricing for the covers. So I picked them, but I ordered the book cover in June, and they were booked until October, because I wanted to put the book out in August, but I couldn't get a book cover by then. So it is what it is, which is why I went ahead and ordered the 2 book covers for the next 2 books as well, because I didn't want to have to, where I do want to release them every couple months or 3 months, I didn't want to have to wait 6 months on getting a cover. So I went ahead and in June booked the covers for the next 2 books. So I will have them even though the book's not coming out until next year. But better to have them early than to not. So once I get the cover, I'm going to assume that by the next Tuesday, you can't see, I'm going to get the cover hopefully this day. By the next Tuesday is when I should be able to order the proofs from Amazon, because I'm publishing the book. Right now I'm just doing it on KDP. I need to do some more research on Ingram's Books and Draft Digital that publishes books or prints the books as well. I can't remember. But right now I'm just going to do Kindle and do more research and stuff once I get the first book out there. So we're going to order proofs. Ta-da! And I'm trying to think of what else needs to be done. Let me check my list. Before I order the proofs, I need to do a final read through of the book. I read it and corrected it, and I had a friend read it, and he didn't seem like he found any glaring, I changed a character's name midway through the book or anything, which I didn't do, but if you're the male lead character's name is Alex. His name is Alexander, but everybody calls him Alex. And occasionally when I'm writing Alex, I write Alec, because the X and the C are right next to each other, and sometimes my finger hits the wrong one, and it's still a name, and so it's still spelled correctly, so the computer doesn't catch it. That's something for the eyeballs. So he didn't notice anything crazy like that. So I'm going to hope that there's nothing like that in there. But I did order a proof copy to check my formatting and stuff, which is a good thing, because I noticed some formatting issues that I have already fixed. And so I need to order another proof, but I'm waiting until I get the actual cover. I want the right cover, or the official cover, when I get my next proofs with that formatting. And so hopefully that's why I want to order them sooner, because I should get it by the next week. Kindle's usually pretty good about getting your book, getting them to you. They do it a couple days, but that would give me 3 weeks to get the new copy of the book in, and then make sure all the formatting looks right. And if I need to change anything, I would have potentially 3 weeks to get it to change something if it needed changed. So we'll just hope that nothing needs changed. So before I do that, I need to edit it. So this is today. So we'll say by next Friday that is my deadline for getting one final read through of the book officially out of in the paper copy, because I haven't read it in the paper copy. I've been procrastinating because I don't know why. I just don't procrastinating. I guess I'm scared to read it myself. I don't know. I've read it. I'm getting sick of my own book because I've read it what feels like 100 times. but that's what you do, from what I'm understanding. I mean, you have to read it over and over so you know. I mean, I know the book backwards and forwards at this point. So I need to use my pink because it's a deadline for me. So on the 2nd, we're going to say that I need to have my final read-through done. So hopefully I'll get that done by that day, because that should be long enough. I should be able to do it in a week. I'm just a procrastinator. What else does she suggest? I'm not planning to send out any Yorks. I don't have any beta readers. My husband's read it, and then my friend has read it. But I don't have a big following either here on YouTube or on social media. I just don't have one. I don't post often. So there's a creating the street team and all that stuff, and I can't. She does suggest also doing a pre-release, a pre-order. I'm sorry. She says a pre-order, and if I'm going to do a pre-order, that would need to be done a month before. So we're looking sometime in this week here. So we'll say on the 16th, since the book's supposed to come out on the 17th, we'll do the 16th. Because if I get my cover and it's correct, that I don't need to make any changes to it, then I should be able to set up a pre-order by this date. I know you don't have to have a cover, from what I'm understanding, you don't have to have a cover. But I would like to be able to have the right cover when I do the pre-order. Not that I think I'll be doing great on a pre-order, but you never know. You never know. I'm going to put that Nano begins on the 1st. Because during Nano is when I plan to write the next book in the series. I may work on it some in October. I think I'm going to start working on editing the second book as well in October. But definitely in December is when I'm going to edit the second book, so that it will be ready for hopefully some beta readers. Or yeah, I would like to find a critique partner, somebody that, or somebody that I can just exchange a novel with. I'm on a couple Facebook groups for beta reading and critique partners, but there's so many people that are always looking for readers that don't necessarily want to be readers themselves. And the ones that I do find that are willing to just read a book, they don't necessarily want to read it in the genre that I wrote, which is urban fantasy with just a little bit of romance. What can you do? Maybe I'll find somebody. I'm just going to put a start date for starting to edit book 2. That way, I don't want to give myself a deadline for it yet. I mean, technically I would like my deadline to be, by December 31st. But I'm not going to put it in stone yet. I'm just going to put a date that I need to start it. So we will start it on the 19th. That gives me about 2 weeks after the final edits for book 1 are finished. So that gives my brain a little bit of rest time, but not too much that I won't remember what happened in book 2. So we'll do the 19th. I don't actually have a title for book 2 yet. It's just book 2. I think this might be about it. I've got my book cover dates down that they need to be in for my pre-order, my release, and the start of Nano. So here we are. It's not as detailed as I thought it was going to end up being. September's mostly done, so there's not a lot to put in there. And then October, just a few deadlines. Not too much. And then November, just, just the release of the book. No big deal. No big deal. I've just wanted to, publish it for about, this particular book, I've been wanting to publish it for about 2 years. Publishing a book in general, probably for about 20 years. I just dated myself. But as I need to put more things on here, as more things come up, I'll put them on here, and I'm going to put this on my wall in my office. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a like, and please subscribe. If you have any questions about anything that I did or just about me in general, feel free to leave them down below. And I look forward to talking to you all and connecting, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.